envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord, and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger, and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet for a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. But the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful, and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil, and do good, and dwell for evermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved for ever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein for ever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I saw him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him.
I 877-715-5132 or 876-715-5134. Come experience the 3 C's: comfort, competitive prices, and convenience. It's Rapturous Hardware.
Spice TV. Tell them I try free. We go Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV. Louis Culture said it once, so we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here. Woo! Tell them to try free. We go Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try free. We go Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV. Louis Culture said it once, so we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here.
Just only a draw first. But I'm so solid as a rock. They just can't stop me now. Even when they set their traps, they just can't stop me now.
Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more back thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Wake up,
But his delight is in the law of the Lord,
each a new way.
and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in its season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Good evening and welcome, Camille Paul out of the Rio Grande Valley. Welcome. Welcome to all the people on Styles FM 96.1, 96.5, 96.7. Those are all on your FM band. Welcome to the people on Caribbean Radio HD. Good evening and welcome. It's another Tuesday evening. An evening for truth. An evening where we feature Portland one more time. We give thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ for keeping us safe. It is not because we are righteous, but because of his grace and his mercies. That's why we are able to be here tonight. Good evening, Elaine, Dennis, Arlene, Fitzroy, Nardia, Loxley, Beat and Teach. Yes, man. Everybody on the platform. Please like up the video. Please like and share. Up some more, Jacko. All right, let me see. Oh, you stay now. Tell me where you are now. Is that good? Still want to go up? That's that's good. Beautiful. All right, Father Jacko said we're right up where we need to be now. So the audio is going through strong and clear. Yeah, man. So we want to just big up the people them where on a regular basis come on to the platform and give us a strength, you know. We don't take it for granted because there are thousands of platforms out there. And we appreciate the fact that you take time out to come on to Portland Spice TV. Big up yourself, Gilly. One love. We really appreciate our ardent followers and our subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to the channel as yet, we ask that you subscribe. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers. Some people might say a little bit that, but for me, it's a big thing, the fact that over 2,600 people have subscribed to the channel and have watched the channel. Want to say good evening and welcome to all vloggers and bloggers who come onto this platform to get content on a regular basis. Tonight we are going to be having Comrade Doreen Campbell, the MP candidate for Western Portland, because a whole heap of things happened over the weekend. The GLP had their conference. Friday was the by-election, and the PNP won all 2 contested seats. Only 2 seats were contested by the PNP, and the PNP won those. The other 2 parliamentary seats were contested by independent candidates. And shocking, an independent candidate got about 1,380, something like that, down in southern Trelawney. Very commendable. And there are some statistics that we're going to be checking in that constituency. And very disappointing, Dwayne Smith got less than 1,900 votes running by himself. So you could have said him run by himself and lose. What can go so? The GLP conference got a damper. Some people say they were arrogant to call the by-elections 2 days before the conference. And one member of parliament even put on a party called Clean Sweep. I don't know if the party did still keep, because anybody who get clean sweep was him. So, a lot of promises were made at the conference, and we heard speaker after speaker begging the people of Jamaica to give the GLP a 3rd term. They also said that the 3rd term would be for the people. So they have admitted that they took the 2 terms that they have had for themselves. Now, remember 2016, they promised from poverty to prosperity. So it means then that if they are promising the people a 3rd term, the people did not get that prosperity. I told you on this platform that there are too many analog politicians operating in this digital age. And the Prime Minister seems to be one such analog politician. I want you to hear this, my people.
The things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. When the PNP come into power, them say them going to bring down electricity costs. What has happened since? Electricity costs keep rising. The things that affect you the most is your electricity bill. I know that is a significant cost for your household. If we can reduce or make stable your electricity bill, your quality of life will improve. Next budget, which is in March coming up, the government will reduce GCT on electricity from 15%, which it is now, to 7%. We will remove.
So, my people, for 8 years and counting, because the first part of the video was from 2016, when Andrew Holness was leader of opposition. Then the second one was 2023. And then the last one was Sunday. So for 9 years, Andrew Holness has been struggling to get light bill under control. When he took power in 2016, Jamaica was paying on average 23 cents US per kilowatt hour. Presently, we are paying about 50 cents US per kilowatt hour. So your light bill has been doubled after you were promised that he was going to bring in the big electricity company and bring down electricity costs. What can go so? In fact, we need to ask, we in Global, big up yourself. We need to ask, what has this Prime Minister promised that he has delivered on? Because from poverty to prosperity, in 2016, poverty was about 9%, somewhere thereabout. Poverty is now at 21%. So, really and truly, this government has been a colossal failure. A colossal failure. That's what this government has been. Making promises after promises and fail to deliver on these promises. And now they're begging for a third term. Will Jamaica give them a third term? No. Hold on. Let me move something else. They're begging a third term. No. I don't know if you trust them. I don't trust them. Because I hear a man on Sunday decide that him taking over Portland and him changing the name of Portland. I don't even want to call the name Rasta. Why them not loading now? I wonder if it's my internet. I give me trouble. Browser having trouble sharing your videos. I don't know. But if you're giving me trouble that way, I will fix you another way. Because I want to bring to the attention of my viewers some of the things that was said on Sunday. Because I live in Portland by choice. Tell people that every day. I live, not coming up at all, not working with my technology, giving me a warm time. I live in Portland by choice. And I don't want to live in no vast land. I can tell you that. I do not want to live in vast land. So I reject vast land. And I want to hear from Portlanders if you are comfortable living in vast land. And I am so disappointed in the councillors, the GLP councillors, who went on the platform at Port Antonio High School the Sunday night of the 16th. It was the 16th? And call the parish Varsland. Very disappointed with the item. Because When a man decide to name a parish after himself, he's naming a plantation and referring to the people on the plantation as his. Now I am a Maroon, and my great-great-great-granny nanny was never a slave, because immediately as she come to Jamaica, she took to the hills. So we, the Maroons, resent your declaration, sir. We resent your declaration and refuse to be referred to as your slave. We don't want it. We don't want it. Why the video them not coming at all? We refuse it. I have no intention of being your slave. So since the video them decide not to come down, we're gonna go with the audio. We refuse to be referred to as anybody's slave. I don't run them joke there. I don't want nobody run them joke there with me. And I'm calling on the counselors to go find on yourself. Find some consciousness. I think it's the internet running slow, because I see we dropping off. Don't know if it's the weather. But I'm asking anybody else who is on the internet to please just allow us for the 2 hours. Do we have anybody else on the internet? Huh? Oh, thank you very much. But it's still dropping off. I don't know if it's the weather that giving us the bad vibes. Don't know if it's the weather giving us the bad vibes. Why the whole thing slow down.
My support.
Oh,
Isa.
no, that's not the one we want yet. We don't want that one yet. We want the one where I talk about Mr. Portland. About Portland is Varsland. I think it's this one, yeah. This one, yeah. And the other part about it, after the man done talk, and that's why I wanted to bring up the video. For those who don't see when him swipe him neck, we want to know what the meaning of that. What that mean? So this one.
I have one thing to say to conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about Varsism and what Varsism mean. Portland is Varsland argument.
So you use your finger and swipe under your throat like you're a murderer. Are you a murderer?
I have one thing to say to conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about Varsism and what Varsism mean. Portland is Varsland argument.
So you use your finger and swipe under your throat like you're a murderer. Are you a murderer?
I have one thing to say to conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about Varsism and what Varsism mean. Portland is Varsland argument
So you
done.
use your finger and swipe under your throat like you're a murderer. Are you a murderer?
The man say Portland is Varsland. Argument done. And then he went on to say this.
My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you. My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
So the man talk the truth. So if you didn't think him want more time for you, you make a sad mistake. You heard it. For him children, and him grandchildren. That is who him wanted for. Saw a video on TikTok. That's one of the reasons why we're going to have Doreen Campbell tonight. Because in Varsland, then is you want Google and look up a school named Buff Bay High School. It is the only high school in Western Portland. And it is possibly the worst kept high school in the parish of Portland. Now, this man will have beat up him chest, so. One high school, only one, in his constituency. If this man had meant the people of West Portland any good, that would have been a model high school after 17 years of being the member of parliament. 17, 13 of which his government, his party has been in power. And Buff Bay High School, it's a shame and disgrace. It's a pity the video's not coming up. Else I would have shown us some pictures from Buff Bay High School tonight. Soon as I see the signal, the internet signal looking better. Because all I'm seeing, normally when we're doing the show, you don't see the internet signal because it's good. Now we're just seeing one bar. One dege bar. But a calling on the people of East and West Portland. Look at St. Thomas, the Morant Bay Division. You think them never have money down there trying to buy votes? When I got into St. Thomas, into Morant Bay Division, a place called Dumfries, Friday morning, you could still smell the asphalt. The roads were freshly paved. But the people said to them, we are not for sale. You could see them out there looking to buy. But you know, my understanding is that there was nothing for sale. And the few people who sold was not enough to change the tide. But it is a message that has been sent to a government who have failed the people of Jamaica. That time come. Because if you're up on a ship and it's sinking, taking on water, and you see a canoe come, we're dry, you're going to step off in the canoe. Because the ship is sinking. And I said to Jamaican, if Nigel Clark can jump off of the ship, why not you? Why not you? If Nigel Clark can jump off, I am suggesting that you need to jump off. Because if Bobby Montague realize that it's time to change course, then why not you? Bobby Montague told them at the conference that it's time to change course.
We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next
When me say? What did Bobby just... Hold on.
chapter.
Bobby.
We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next chapter.
No. That was the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party telling the world. What him say again?
We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next
chapter. The People's National Party will provide the next chapter. The man say it's time to change course. So, last week, Tuesday, the Prime Minister told you that him have a pivot for growth. The country's economy is not growing. I may have a little brethren when I groom and bring in the media business. And him can't seems to understand when we tell him that the country is not growing. A lot of people don't want to believe that we had 10 consecutive quarters of decelerating. The Jamaican economy was slowing down. And the quarrel, when I bring on Ralston and I will talk about where the economy is, them say we are preach gloom and doom. We're not preaching gloom and doom. We're basically evaluating the data, and the data tells the story. It's like a movie. It's happening. But if you go to sleep, you don't see the movie. And those of you who are sleeping, you need to wake up from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted. The dawn is at hand. We are asking if you join in this fight for your own native land, land of my birth. I pledge to be loyal, faithful, and true to thee. Malcolm X tell you that if you put your weight behind a political party, and that political party controls 2/3 of the government, and they fail to deliver on their promises, and you continue to support that party, you are not just an invalid, but you are a traitor to your country. Jamaicans, we live here. And you heard Darrell Vaz. We want to go to Styles to take the break. I see Comrade Campbell in the studio. So Jacko, Brother Gary, Styles FM, Caribbean HD, take the break. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by Comrade Doreen Campbell, because the MP for her constituency talk some things and show off some action, and we need We need a replacement. Take the break, Jacko.
Draftsmen and surveyors.
Saturday, December 14th.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Good day, driver. You notice that you're parking in a no parking zone. You know, so you can get a ticket for this, sir.
Really, officer? I just want to pick up some hardware supplies, you know. Do me a beg you. Give me a blind, you know.
So if you need hardware supplies, why you don't go to Ramtula Super Center and hardware?
We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next chapter.
Bobby Montague said them need to change course.
My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
Boy. Comrade Doreen Campbell, good evening.
Good evening, Comrade Colin Shaka Flame Bell. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Welcome to Portland Spice TV. Welcome to Styles FM. Welcome to Caribbean Radio, because Tuesday night show is a big show. You know, we are on Styles FM. We're covering St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, St. Ann, Kingston, parts of St. Catherine. We are on Caribbean Radio HD in New York, in Florida, and we are on internet radio. We are on YouTube, so we're all over the place.
Wow, amazing.
Before I ask you anything, I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen to this clip here. Which one of the clip is the clip? This clip I want you to listen to.
I have one thing to say to conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about vasism and what vasism mean. Portland is Vasland argument done.
Are you running for a seat in Vasland?
Where is that? Where is Vasland?
The man said Portland is Vasland. It sounds like a plantation to me.
That is
what say you?
It sounds like a plantation. For me, it sounds like the people of Portland belong to Vas.
Is that arrogance?
As if they're living on his land and they are his servants.
Yes.
I find this repulsive, and I find it extremely arrogant, and I find that he's saying, hey, I own this place.
What do you have, with that now being said, what do you have to say to the people of Western Portland?
Let me say this to you. The people of West Portland already know that this kind of representation is unacceptable. They know that there is no way they are going to tolerate another 5 years of this kind of gangster style. Because to me, it's like a gangster. You know, you talk, first of all, you speak at the conference and you brought no substance, you brought no value. You literally went on the platform almost like a bad man. And then you take ownership of Portland. Absolutely no respect for the many farmers, the many artisans, even the many students.
Portland have two maroon settlements.
Absolutely.
Charlestown and Moortown. And for a man, because I don't even want to go to the color game, to be making that kind of statement?
Yes. It's an absolute disrespect to the sacrifices that the Maroons have made in this country. He is, as I said many times before, what I call a carpetbagger. You come here to reap, and you have reaped.
Oh, yes.
Because
yes.
I don't know, I hear him talk about bad mind. I don't know where the word bad mind keep coming up. But what I do know is that when he came here, what he brought here, he's going back with a big bag full of a whole bunch of stuff in there. Because his bag was empty when he came here.
You mentioned talking about bad mind. You ever hear a saying that says, so a man think it so easy?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Doreen, you just said a while ago that he has reaped a lot. What has he sown? Has he sown anything in West Portland for what he has reaped?
You know, he has been the member of parliament for this constituency for 17 years, going 18 years. 17 years. And I'm still searching the constituency to find something that he can claim that he did, the legacy that he's leaving behind for 17 years. I'm still trying to find something. As a matter of fact, the last conference for West Portland that he actually kept it in Eastern Portland. He never would keep it in West Portland. No respect for West Portland at all, right? And then when he went to East Portland to speak, he spoke about everything to do with East Portland. He speaks about whatever he believes has been accomplished in East Portland. And I'm asking the question, what have you done in Western Portland for the people? And why do you call it vast land? Because the question I have to ask, Sir Bell, is if this is vast land, is this how you treat your yard? You don't ensure that kids can go to school comfortable. You don't ensure that the schools in the I tell you something.
Hold on. So you are saying that the children in West Portland, they are not going to school comfortably?
No, they're not. I spoke to a gentleman yesterday. It cost him $2,500 a day to send his kid from Cascade down to Titchfield High School per day.
$2,500 a day to send a child to high school?
To send a child to high school from Cascade.
What form is that child in now?
And that child is now finishing up. Thank God, he says, thank God the child is now in sixth form, upper sixth.
Wow.
So he has paid the price for the
But there's a high school in Westport, and why is that child not going to Buff Bay High School?
That's a good question, because Buff Bay High School is the only high school in Western Portland. And therefore, it should have been the school of choice. for the kids here in West Portland. But I have to ask him, who went to Campion College, would he send his kids to Buff Bay High School? And if you have one high school, my days when I grew up, I said, Dege, one Dege High School, and look at the condition of Buff Bay High School. I made mention of it the other day, that when the kids, when rainfall, for them to walk from one class to the next across the school compound, they're walking in massive puddles of water because the place is not paved. The condition of the school is atrocious. They don't have, I mean, I don't know if you know, last week, Thursday, they had a major lockdown at Buff Bay High School. I don't know what, but they had a security breach at the school. The teachers, principal, everybody was cowering in fear. They locked themselves in classrooms, fear for their lives.
What happened?
Wall was breached. I had mentioned before that the school walls are so low that the kids walk in and out of school with nothing to stop them. The parents send their kids to school and don't know if they stay in school all day because they can just step over the wall and walk away. And I mean, I can step over it. Nobody don't need to lift me over. That's how bad it is.
So you're saying the perimeter fencing at Buff Bay High School is lacking?
Lacking, not only that, what little wall, the wall that is there to the back of the school, Comrade Bell, leaning dangerously onto the neighbor's house. And it's just a matter of time before we have a major disaster when that wall comes down.
So let me ask you something. The MP, him visit that school? Him go there?
I think the last time he went was they had a ceremony there last year or the year before. And he made a promise of a smart board, to deliver a smart board to the school. Up till now, I don't know if that smart board being delivered. That's a promise he made.
But the MP is a super minister. And I would believe, I mean, if I am a member of parliament and I have one high school in my constituency, it must be a model school. Why is Buff Bay not getting the kind of resource? They didn't enter the Costa Cup this year.
Wow.
And my information is that because of lack of resource.
Wow. Well, you know, if you take a look at Buff Bay High School, as I did a tour of the school.
Hey, talk to me.
The back of the school needs major help. That's a play area. The classrooms need help. The school in general needs help. Most people don't know that there is 3 different stages when it comes to PEP, when kids are placed. And Buff Bay High School is now receiving level 3.
The lowest grade.
The lowest grade. It's the only high school in the constituency, and therefore should be a model high school. From you get into the gate of Buff Bay High School, you should be feeling great enough to want to go into that institution. I'm a product of Clarendon College, as I told the principal there. I went to Clarendon College, and just 2 weeks ago, I went to Chapperton, and just driving, going towards in town, and saw Clarendon College on the outside, I felt proud. But when you head into Buff Bay High School, you don't enter the compound, you're just looking on the outside, the wall, the walls on the outside. It tells you already what is happening on the inside. And the teachers, the principal, they have given so much of their time and effort and fundraising and doing everything, but they lack support.
Have there been any major upgrade to the school in the last 17 years that you are aware of?
None at all.
No major
upgrades to Buff Bay High School.
Let's talk about I want to talk about, where does the people in Western Portland go to work? Where do they earn? All the people in Western Portland earn a living.
You know, when you touch something like that, you really touch what is closest to me, and it is the farmers. The majority of the residents of Western Portland are farmers. They're coffee farmers, they're livestock farmers, they're fish farmers. But generally, farming is the mainstay of Western Portland. And coffee has gotten a beating over the years. There's a lot of abandoned coffee lands simply because the price for a box of coffee is no longer worth it for the farmers because the cost for the input, what it takes to maintain that farm, and what they have to pay a picker, $3,500 a box, and then they only receive $8,000 a box. Do the math. They're operating at a loss. So a lot of farmers have actually abandoned their field. So if the farmers can't survive, then naturally what you're doing is making the people a lot poorer. And when you make them poorer, then the businesses in the town of Buff Bay, they also can't survive. It's the reason why we don't have a bank. It's the reason why we don't even have a phone store.
Hold on, there's no bank in the constituency of West Portland.
There's no banks. No banks in the town. No bank at all in the town. No bank. No.
You have ATM machines though.
Yes, man. You have an ATM machine at a preferred location in the town.
So I think you have 2 ATM machines in the town of Buff Bay.
Of Buff Bay.
Anywhere else in the constituency?
Not that I know of.
You talk about the farmers, Doreen, but when we look at farming these days, most of the youth, they don't deal with farming. What the youths of West Portland do for a living?
You know what I see most people do here? Everybody try to buy a taxi. They have a lot of taxi operators. And those taxi operators are struggling to survive too. Because remember, if the farmers can't earn, then there's no way that money can trickle down for other services. It's called the multiplier effect. When Transport Authority, I don't want to use the word harass because if they're doing their work, they're doing their jobs. But the taxi operators themselves can't survive because they have to be running up and down all over the place, hiding from Transport Authority, getting a ticket for all manner of stuff. So they themselves can't survive. Right? Mm-hmm. So the youth in the constituency, I noticed, doing a whole heap of round robin. Whole heap of round robin. It's like every night is another round robin. If you notice, you remember we used to have Roof Club in Port Antonio?
Yes.
You notice there's no nightclub anymore?
No, because everybody is round robin and run things.
Round robin.
And drink out.
Yes.
I have a question I want to ask you, but there's a question on the screen. I don't know if you're seeing it. There's a question on your screen. What do you think is the significance of this cutthroat sign that the MP did on the stage at conference before the world?
I don't know what is his motive. I don't know why it was necessary, because he was speaking to the converted. So it must be sending a signal somewhere else.
Because he knew the world was watching.
The world is watching. So whose throat are you trying to cut?
I wonder if it's yours.
That is why I asked the question, are you a murderer? Because the only person I know want to cut left to right, if you're right-handed, is if you're trying to kill somebody. I don't know what is the meaning of it. And even if it is done in jest, You are a leader of people. People look to you for guidance. Is this what you are bringing to Portland?
A young man, I think, I'm trying to remember if it's Woolmazingo, but a young man at Champs, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before,
Yep, I remember.
won a race and pointed the gun finger, and he was taken to the cleaners.
Yes.
We haven't heard a word about this in mainstream media.
Yes.
Dennis Meadows made a statement on a platform about scammers, and he was removed as candidate. A minister of government, senior cabinet minister, on a platform on national TV, international TV, finished talking, stand up and turn to the crowd. Twice. Is that really accepted, Comrade Doreen Campbell?
Cannot be accepted. Cannot be accepted, because what you're saying to the youth in Portland West is that it's okay to be hostile. You're telling the youth it's okay to cut somebody's throat. You're saying it's okay because if I can do it in front of the world and get away with it, so can you. This cannot be acceptable. And what is bothering me is that I don't hear the rest of the country, especially the private sector. I don't hear them condemning it. So is it that there's some rules that is good for some and it is not good for others?
No, but if him can't do that, the young man who win the race and just show him gun finger, how you justify people coming down on that young man and leaving this senior parliamentarian?
What I can say to you is that this is not the first time that this is not the first time that I've seen him done that. Not the first time, and it's not the second time. This is the third time I've seen him using his finger, indicating that murderous sign.
On stage?
No. Once on stage, and I've seen him in person, walking and did it. No. To me, I personally take offense to it because I don't know what is signaled. I am his opponent. So should I feel threatened? The problem is...
Do you feel threatened?
No, I don't feel threatened. I don't feel threatened because I'm a warrior. I am like Portia.
Warrior.
I am like Portia.
Warrior.
So I'm not afraid of him. My job is to represent the people of Western Portland. My job is to ensure that in the next 5 years, this place is better than how I found it. What I heard in his interview, that he needed another 5 years to ensure that his children and his grandchildren can have a better place and a better life in Jamaica. So clearly his intention is self. It's all about self. Is that the first time he said that?
Hold on, Doreen. Hold on.
As a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you. My son.
Theme self, theme children, and theme grandchildren. Me done with him. And before me done with him, I just want to say to the people of West Portland, when the next election is called, I want you to find him persona non grata. Doreen, what are you going to do for the people of West Portland to make their lives better? Let's talk about that.
Well, one of the things that what I must first and foremost do is to advocate seriously. Something that's very passionate and close to me is to advocate for the coffee farmers, so that not only is a credit union in the town of Buff Bay, but we see a return of at least one commercial bank in the town. If our farmers can't survive, then the town dies, and we see that the town is dying. A simple thing as having owning a simple truck, a simple backhoe, so you can constantly keep the farm roads open. I know you'll hear me talk about the farmers a lot because they are the mainstay of this constituency. We have to ensure that they have access to their farms. And one of the easiest ways is to ensure you have equipment available. So as soon as a road has been somehow closed from landslide or whatever, it can be quickly opened. Farmers can also use this equipment to pull material out of their area. We have youth in here, and every time the youth talk to us, they talk to us about going on the farm work program. And sometimes I ask these youth, do you really want to go on the farm work program, or you just want to go for it? In a real patois language. You really want to go farm work, to bend down and pick strawberries or pick apples, or do you want to go far and you want to go? Real and truly, it's far and them want to go because they want better for themselves and them families. Because we are not providing it here. The last 17 years, it has not been provided. The Member of Parliament for the last 17 years have not come to recognize that him can't end up put a simple juice factory inside here, because every time the fruits come, Comrade Colin, them fall to the ground and people take it and feed hog, or then take it and feed animals. Because we don't have a cold storage facility in here to preserve all these foods and fruits. So they go to waste, right? So we don't have a little simple little juice factory to employ 1 and 2 people. But most importantly, Comrade Bell, we need to have a commercial driving school. We need to have one of the first commercial driving school here on the eastern side of the island, right here in Western Portland. And the purpose of the commercial driving school is to ensure that our young men and our young women can be certified Caterpillar operators, so they can drive trucks.
I love that idea. Talk to me some more about it.
All right. So let me tell you a little bit about this. Canada and other countries, but mainly Canada, they're always searching for equipment operators. They're always looking for truck drivers. Truck drivers earn over $100,000 US dollars a year. And they don't have enough drivers. So why don't we set up a certified school here, allow our young men and young women to learn to drive tractor vators, they learn to drive excavators, they learn to drive front-end loaders and trucks, have them certified. That will allow them and their families, immediate families, to be able to reside overseas if they so want to go. Don't forget also, I am not advocating 100% to have everybody certified and leave the country. But what I can say to you is that here in Jamaica, when I speak to people who are they're in the construction industry, they themselves are searching for qualified operators. They can't even find somebody to drive a proper lowboy to carry their heavy duty equipment right here in Jamaica. So training is important. So that is something that when I become the member of parliament, I will ensure that we have a school where our young men and our young women can learn to drive heavy duty equipment.
That Doreen is brilliant. That is brilliant, and I want the young people of East and West Portland to hear that, because if there's such a school in West Portland, it will do well for the young people in East Portland and Southeast St. Mary?
And Southeast St. Mary, correct.
Yes, definitely. I heard you spoke about that at your conference 2023, and I said, yes, that's a brilliant idea. For 17 years, nothing like that never come. What else you have for the people of West Portland?
You know, I think we need to stop politicking with the back to school assistance. You notice every year, this back to school assistance is this big hoo-ha. The member of parliament from both East and West make it this big fanfare that they give out back to school assistance. And the people actually believe that the money that they're getting for back to school assistance is coming from the member of parliament pocket. You know that they believe that?
Because it do what?
They believe that the money they're getting and the assistance they're getting, the school bag and the books and the dancing and all that stuff.
And you have to dance to get a bag and dance to get a book.
They believe that it is actually coming from the member of parliament pocket. They are not aware that the Ministry of Education this year alone allocated $3 million
to each member of parliament?
Each member of parliament. And they are also allowed to use $5 million from their CDF funds.
For back to school?
For back to school.
So it's taxpayers' money?
$8 million of taxpayers' money given to the people as if it's their money. But what I can say to those who might be listening from West Portland, the same money that he is using and pretending as if it's his money and it's through the gratitude, his heart, everything, it's all about him. That same money will be there next year when I become member of parliament, to be used in a better way to ensure that our kids can go properly to school. And it is not only for PNP, or in his case, GLP kids, but it's for all children. But if you don't keep the people so poor, if you don't keep them so poor, you won't need to be providing so much help for back to school.
Now, Doreen, we saw the road to Bangarage cut off. What is happening with that? Talk to us about that road.
That road in Bangarage, I have to say, because I don't want to tear up, because the people are suffering in Western Portland.
Doreen, just hold on for me, because I realize that I have passed the break. Jacko, did you take the break? Well, take the break now. Let's take the break at Styles and come back. Styles FM, and of course, we want to take the break at Caribbean Radio HD. We'll take the break. We'll soon come back. We're talking to Comrade Doreen Campbell. Seems like we lost her. Hope we get her, but she's back. So we'll take the break and come back with much more.
It is back again. Ramsey's Hardware massive paint sale at 34 Folly Road, Portland, Portland. We stock a wide variety of brands and colors. Get 10 to 15% off. Berger, BH, Diamond, and Sherwin-Williams paints. Open 7 days per week, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call us at 876-715-5132 or 876-715-5132.
The PNP's record of legislative capability, innovation, and nimbleness is what is needed to resume the process of making a bloated and cumbersome bureaucracy work for ordinary Jamaicans and Jamaican businesses. We will deliver for Jamaica. Aspire, as his new program is called, is just another PR exercise. It does not inspire and can only expire. The JLP government will continue to fail the people. Furthermore, this is a government without credibility to back up promises. 8 of their members of parliament, including the Prime Minister himself, are under investigation for the corruption offense of illicit enrichment. It is a blot on Jamaica's international image and reputation. No Prime Minister can lead the country with credibility when he remains under such a cloud when it comes to his own financial integrity.
Welcome back to the viewers and listeners at Styles FM and on Caribbean Radio. We're talking to Doreen Campbell, Member of Parliament. Oh, may I give the name already, you know, Doreen? the PNP candidate going into the next general election, and we're speaking it into being the next Member of Parliament for Western Portland, Comrade Doreen Campbell. Comrade Campbell, we're talking about the road to Bangor Ridge.
Yes, you touched on the road to Bangor Ridge. You know, once again, I just have to say, the people of West Portland have really, really struggled in the last 17 years. The last time we've had a major resurfacing of the roads in this constituency was under the stewardship of Errol Ennis, former Member of Parliament. Since then, all we've had is little patches here and there, which I call a piece of carpet. So when a little rain falls, it just floats away. There's no maintenance, Comrade Bell, on the roads. The roads are not being maintained. You're traveling on the road, you have grass on both sides. I went up to walk in the area and I came back with bruises because the grass is on both sides. So if you're not careful, you could end up being scratched. If you try to travel from Buff Bay up to Cascade, may Lord have mercy on you. I don't know how the taxi operators, because I always have to advocate for them.
So much bad road down West Portland, Doreen?
Excuse me?
So much bad road down West Portland?
Bad roads. If you try to travel to Cascade, the condition of the road is horrible. If you even try as close to Buff Bay as you can, the Skibo Road, and try to go to Skibo or Chepstow or Bybrook, there is no road. No road. Now, the road that you asked me about is Bangor Ridge. I did a video because it was obvious that we lost the road, which is going to cost millions of dollars to repair, simply because of lack of maintenance. The area that water needed to run was next to where the road collapsed, but it was blocked. It was blocked because it's overgrown with weeds. No maintenance. When Errol Ennis was Member of Parliament, he ensured we had 2 people that serviced the road from the Bangarit side and 2 from the Tranquility side. So you had 4 people who ensured that road was maintained every single week.
Because that's a coffee road, you know.
It's a coffee road. Right now, coffee ripening. Can you imagine coffee ripening now? It's $10,000 a box, you know. I think I might have said 8,000 before, if I remember.
It's
But it's
coming back.
a box.
But in 2016, it was 14,000 a box.
So now they put it now, they inch it up now, and it's at $10,000 a box. Right? Coffee ripening, but they have no road. So now they have to be cutting into somebody's land in order to create that road. But that's millions of dollars gone to waste. And every single year, Comrade Bell, there is a stage show held in Port Antonio. Probably costs, you would know more than I do, but for me, looking on, probably costs $20 million. And if you're going to take $20 million every year to have a stage show, then you could have used some of that $20 million and maintain the roads in Western Portland. None of the roads, you know, from when the roads in Spring Hill, water overflowed and dug up that road. And that was over a year ago. And the surface of the road has remained the same. No maintenance. But I tell you something why it is the way it is. You know why it is the way it is?
Talk to me.
It is the way it is. Because the member parliament don't drive on the roads. When him come here, him take helicopter. It's helicopter him use. So him not understand the plight of the people.
If you're just joining us, we're talking to Comrade Doreen Campbell, the PNP candidate for Western Portland. So on what this man win, what him say, 5 election? It's 5? 17 years. On what performance? Or is propaganda over performance in win pan?
I am hoping that, not hoping, because I don't want to use that word. I am on the road, meeting and greeting every single day the residents of this constituency. And I've come to recognize, listening to them, that they've gotten tired of the trickery that takes place during election time. They've gotten tired of it. So 5 elections, they're now up to their 6th one. Nobody likes 6 love. So they're determined.
But everybody like drop 6 love?
Yes, you want to drop it, but you don't want to take it. And in this case, the people are saying enough is enough. Don't come to me with no $5,000. No, come to me with no $10,000. Because they are prepared to take it. They are prepared to take it. But they're going to do exactly what they did in St. Thomas. You come with the fertilizer, you come with the good roads, you come with everything. The people are determined this time to take it. But you're not going to get their votes. They don't want one day belly full. When I went for some of the youngsters in PD 110, that is at License Pavilion, the youth turned out for Comrade Rosemary Shaw. Yeah. Not because they got anything, but because they rejected the offer of money. They rejected all the things that will come with during election time.
Well,
because
you see,
they don't want no one day belly full.
No, but then you can understand why he calls it Varsland. No, I am understanding. Him don't understand Varsism, but now me understand why him call it Varsland. Because if you can pay for votes, then, of course, Varsland it is.
Well, I don't know if he pay for votes.
No, I'm saying if you can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he does. I'm saying if you can, then that could be a reason to call it Varsland.
Yeah, because what do you call? What would one call ensuring that somebody get a money before them go to vote? What I can say to the people listening and the men and women over 18 in West Portland, Whatever you're given is what you would have been entitled to over the past 17 years. If he has not done anything for you to uplift your life and the life of your children, and as he says, your grandchildren, is the next 5 years he's going to do it? He has indicated that this is his last election. And if this is your last election, and for 17 years you have not done for the people are now saying, this is your last chance. It's time for you to pack your bags and go. We have had enough.
Doreen, it has been a pleasure talking to you. And we certainly wish you all the best, and we want to talk to you much more about what is happening in West Portland. What are your plans for the people of West Portland? Because if you are saying for 17 years they have not gotten their fair share or what they deserve, you will have to be telling them what it is that you are going to be doing for them to ensure that they get a better life and get a better share of the pie. Anything you want to say before you leave us?
Yes. I have plans for this constituency. And the plans that I have for this constituency does not only focus on the farmers nor the youth. We have to remember we also have our elderly. We have to remember that nobody's focusing on primary care. Nobody's focusing on ensuring that the emergency rooms are less crowded. Nobody's focusing on the barbers and the hairdressers and the small business sector. I would love to have another opportunity to share with you my manifesto. Most people say, don't talk about everything that you're going to do or you're planning to do, because somebody's just going to steal it. But you know what? If I don't talk about what is my plans or what are my plans for the people, then the people won't see me any different from what they have. So
I want to tell you something on that. I believe that as a politician, somebody wants to represent the people. Every Jackman and Ginny woman in your constituency should be able to know what it is you are coming with for them. And I give you a joke. Babsy Grange came to Charlestown at the funeral of the late Colonel. And I didn't listen. But somebody called me, and then people start sending me an article that Babsy Green said I'm going to put a statue of Nanny in the town square of Port Antonio. Because everybody knows a Shaka Fame tune that. So you have to talk the things that you are going to do, that your constituents know your plans. I don't believe in this thing that don't talk your plan. Talk it.
Correct. For just 1 minute more of your time, you're absolutely correct. Because at the same funeral, the member of parliament went on the platform and spoke to the people at Charleston and tell them that he's going to light and what the plans him have for the playing field right beside the Sappho Yard. But as soon as they heard it, they called my phone, because that was the same play field that, as a councillor for that division, I erected, put in certain things in there so that it was a proper playing field. Then recently dropped some poles to light the field. And then he went around there telling them that he's going to light the field and all the plans that he's going to do. So when they heard it, they said, same thing Miss Gamba said. So I agree with you.
Yes,
don't hide the plans.
It is the people you want to represent, so they must know what it is you're coming with.
Absolutely.
Doreen Campbell.
Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
And we're going to talk again pretty soon. So don't stay too far away. We will be calling you. One love.
One love.
Blessings.
Bye.
Doreen Campbell, PNP candidate for Western Portland, going up against the man where want to call my parish a plantation. Me vex. Really vex about it. Because I am not living on no plantation. And no guy can't own me. So how dare you? You see, me vex with the councillor them because the councillor them at the East and West Conference are here talking about Varsland. Where you come from, man? I wonder if you know no history. I wonder if you know no self. We do not put this plantation argument to people. I call on the people of Portland to reject this garbage. Reject it. Man not even come from Portland. Man don't even come from Portland. Bad enough him call himself Mr. Portland. I want to open the phone lines and take on a call. 23 minutes after 9 o'clock. 804-7072. I want the Portlanders them. I want to hear from you. If you're not comfortable living in Varsland, I want to hear from the item. But we heard the opposition today in a press conference. I want to drop a little piece.
Record of legislative capability, innovation, and nimbleness is what is needed to resume the process of making a bloated and cumbersome bureaucracy work for ordinary Jamaicans and Jamaican businesses. We will deliver for Jamaica. Aspire, as his new program is called, is just another PR exercise. It does not inspire and can only expire. The JLP government will continue to fail the people. Furthermore, this is a government without credibility to back up promises. 8 of their members of parliament, including the Prime Minister himself, are under investigation for the corruption offense of illicit enrichment. It is a blot on Jamaica's international image and reputation. No Prime Minister can lead the country with credibility when he remains under such a cloud when it comes to his own financial integrity.
Well, we heard the giveaways at the GLP conference. Who will leap a giveaways? Who will leap a goodies? But you know, cutting the GCT and electricity from 15% to 7%, and that going to start after the next budget. Then why you announce it from now? Anybody find that strange? I mean, alone find it strange that you announce a plan to big applause. But this is November. The next budget is going to be in March and in April. What does that mean? What does that mean? Me see something. Me see something. Me see something. If you announce now that you are going to cut the GCT after the next budget, I wonder if election will call before the budget. I am wondering if there's going to be an election just before the next budget. So the promise now is to get the votes for election. And then they take it after the budget. Me no know. Somebody has say he's going to call the election before the budget. Me have a sister who said the election now called till September or October of next year. Based on all that is happening right now, a lot of people believe that he's afraid to call the election because, especially what happened Friday gone, him not trust it. He is not comfortable. So a lot of people don't believe him going call no election right now. But me have to look upon it and say why you'd announce that just before the budget. 804-7072-453-1444. Those are the numbers you can call me upon. And I want to hear, one of the things I want to hear is from Portlanders who believe that them comfortable with that argument about Portland is now Vaseland. It's the mayor started, you know. That mayor there, when you know say 2 and 2 are 4. Him start this argument about Vaseland. Me can't tell you no. I heard him first with it. Boy, when our people don't know them history, don't know where them coming from, and talk all kind of crap, all kind of rubbish about Portland is going to be Vaseland. The thing hurt me. Me vex about it. We're up on the final break for the evening. Let's take that break and then we'll come back and go into the final 30 minutes. You're listening to Styles FM, Caribbean Radio HD, coming from the studios of Portland Spice TV. The Colin Bell Show is on every Tuesday night and on a Saturday morning. We'll take the break. We'll soon come back.
This is Styles FM.
This is Ricardo Suave, inviting you to tune into Smoothic, the show for the ladies, from 9 to midnight every Tuesday on Styles 96.1 FM, Portland's best.
Girl, I've been watching you.
Babe, you know me can't wait till Christmas to eat some rum cake.
But baby, you don't have to wait till Christmas to eat some good rum cake. Just check out TV Cakes.
TV Cakes? What's that?
TV Cakes, my love. Them authentic Jamaican rum fruit cake made to order and shipped fresh to your doorstep.
You mean me can get a real Jamaican rum cake right now?
Yes, my dear. Them shipped nationwide within the United States and Canada. Also, local pickup is available in Boston. Just go to www.tvcakes.com and order now.
Okay, give me a card.
Don't wait for Christmas. Treat yourself to TV Cakes authentic Jamaican rum fruit cake today. Order at www.tivicakes.com. TV Cakes, love at first bite.
Business operators, local and overseas. This announcement is for you.
Styles FM is an internationally known radio network with worldwide listeners in over 120 countries.
From our studio in Port Antonio, Jamaica, to the ears of the people in your community, our listeners can be your new customers.
Styles FM is an economical, efficient, and effective advertising option for your business.
No matter the size of your business, there's always growth potential. Styles FM provides the customer reach needed to realize that upward movement.
So procrastinate no more. Advertising is a must.
For more details on how to advertise with Styles FM, visit www.stylesfm.com or email info@stylesfm.com or call us on 876 518-2399.
Styles FM, the world listens. Now this is excitement galore. Styles FM is now upgrading its app for your listening pleasure. Android users, please switch to Styles FM Jamaica app on your Play Store. And iPhone users, all you got to do is go to your app store and upgrade your Styles FM radio app. We got new look, new features, and more to choose from. It's easy to use, no subscription required. Styles FM, the world listens. The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of Native Broadcasting Network or Styles FM.
Thank you, Father Jacko. Let's go right into it. We're inside the final 30 minutes of the Colin Bell Show. We have a caller on the line. Caller, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
What go on, my brother?
Not much, Just I listen to the show and thing.
Yeah.
But the question I want to ask, and I listen to the conference. The thing that comes to mind is integrity.
Yeah. Serious.
Integrity is important. And if you don't have integrity, you're not supposed to be in politics or in government. But I listened to the gentleman in Trelawney that spoke about scamming.
Mm-hmm.
And he was removed by the leader of the opposition. That's what he is, right?
Yeah.
But I heard a member of parliament, the lady from Portland, talk about nothing is wrong with coming from school and digging out your handmiggle as long as you have an education. What rubbish is that?
That's a statement I have not commented on. I've heard a lot of people commenting on it, and I have not commented on that statement because in my estimation, she didn't explain herself well. I think I understand what she wanted to say, but it wasn't said the correct way, and therefore I'm not comment on it because you see some subject you don't go up on platform go talk about them because even something like that you don't go up on platform go talk about it. You leave that alone.
Utter rubbish.
Yeah.
Utter rubbish.
Yeah.
She should withdraw herself from politics because that's not setting a good example.
You're saying something to the youth them where the youth them don't need no encouragement to go smoke weed.
Right.
No, them don't need no encouragement to go smoke weed. And as a member of parliament, that shouldn't come out of your mouth.
Lack of integrity, my brother.
Lack of integrity.
But keep going.
All
Bless
right.
up.
All right, my boss. No respect. 804-7072. That's the number to call. Or you can call us on 453-1444. That's the Styles FM number. If you have that number, you can use that number. But the 804, you can also call me on WhatsApp. We talk about anything you want to talk about. Not just politics. We talk about sports. We talk about sex. We talk about religion. So, whatever, we talk about it right here on Portland Spice TV, Styles FM, and on Caribbean Radio HD. Want to congratulate the West Indies cricket team for winning the test match versus Bangladesh. There was also controversy in the final of the Caribbean 50 overs competition where the teams did not turn out for the match due to weather condition. The players were not feeling safe. Yeah, man. So, my people, when we come on a Tuesday night and we speak the truth, we know it burns some people bad. We know in many places that we converse, a whole heap of people uncomfortable. Because my mother always tell me from day one that the truth is an offense. And when you talk the truth, people are offended by it. You have some little do-nothing people, some little people who them not do nothing, them not deliver for the people them. And them know why you say it. When you say it, them vex. You have some little people who support a party, and when you criticize the party, them vex. 804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Colin.
There.
Yeah, man. You know, say you're a hypocrite, though.
Well,
you're the man of back, Nani, you're the man of defend, Nani, you're the man of, you see, you see all the Nani fight for, and where the slave, all the way fight for. You should not defend a white man,
What the white man when me I defend?
Yeah, defend white people to rule the country, brother. And people full of black people have potential, can run this country. Let me
ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Eh?
Let me ask you a question. You believe in a racism?
Yeah.
You's a racist.
Black, brother.
Well, me's not a racist.
Racism, brother.
Me's not a racist.
Since when?
I've never been a racist.
I depend on you want a white man to run Jamaica again.
Then hold on.
Look at Siaga man do it. I when PJ coming up over, we black people start getting the chaos,
Oh yeah?
See?
So hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When Michael Manley say equal pay for women, him not do nothing.
Nobody not get that. Nobody not get that. Same people left the minimum wage at 6,500, brother.
Yeah.
Nobody not get what Manley talk about. Pay talk, Manley talk.
Oh, you mean nobody not get what Manley talk about? Hold on. And a Michael Manley say women forget maternity leave.
Me no rate Siaga Manley, brother.
Well, me rate them.
I tell him, me rate
Michael Joshua Manley.
Me no rate Siaga Manley. Me rate PJ and me rate Handle. I mean, I rate it. Me don't like white people to rule me.
So you don't rate Bruce Golding?
Me like to deal with them, but if you rule the country, brother, I can't come back and rule the country. White people can't come back and rule this, brother. I'm not tolerate again in a sucker. Any black man from PAP and TLP. We support them. No support the white people thing, man. You're mad, man.
Me I support Mark Golding.
Me no support them because I'm not desperate, brother. Because
me not desperate.
Fight them Peter Bunting and take that in a Lisa and I know.
Me not desperate. Me not desperate, brother.
A desperation, brother.
I am not desperate.
Our dear man come for a potential prime minister.
Then of course, me rate Damian Crawford.
Hold on, go down the arena, go fight about and put white man for rule it.
Damian Crawford never run for the leadership of the party, brother.
But me can tell you, no white man can't run Jamaica again, brother. If you did have a black, you say PMP did have a black leader, you never chance. Because long as they live, no white man can't run Jamaica again.
Let me tell you something. Every man a man. White, black, yellow.
So white people see like who you attacking.
Let me tell you something. Brother.
You liquor people, and that's not white people are going to liquor people. All white, liquor boy, liquor girl.
Let me tell you something. You're black people. How much black people you know when I like black people?
Whole heap. Whole heap, Chaka. A whole for white people love black people, though. Whole for white people love black people.
Of course, you know how much black people fight against me?
Me know. But I told you I defend the wrong thing.
What is the wrong thing that I am defending?
Because you see the things them Chaka and at dinner, you see how good things are going on about and you go on like say boy.
Oh well, welcome. Tell me the good. No, me like this. Hold on. Me like this. What? Today.
Chaka, me see all the youth in a Chaka, but you can have a walk in a Chaka, so you see all the youth in a Chaka.
You see, hold on. You see my youth at drapers?
Oh, you mean have a walk when you look for all you, so you treat all the youth,
My youth at drapers, which youth me have a drapers?
You don't know. You wouldn't know. Me know say you don't know, man, because one time teacher call and tell you, say, your daughter win the fit field up a teach field. Win the sit and you're shocked. So you don't know.
Oh, you mean me shocked and I was up there? What is wrong with What you talk about?
Up on the radio here. Up on the radio here.
Me here on the radio, say my daughter with me Stitchfield.
Yeah.
You know how much me pay for the dress where she wear go at that competition? Brother, you a chat, man. You just a chat where you don't know.
I chat, yes, I hear me here upon the radio when the woman call and tell us, you know, say your daughter with me Stitchfield up there.
Brother, my daughter with me Stitchfield on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
On a Saturday night, she with me Stitchfield. Me still have the dress in my closet right now. Can't take you out. Hold on, man. No ask you something. Hold on, man. Then Vaz no white man. Vaz no white man. How you come from?
Colin, but him not lead ya.
Brother, but you are big guy. You call me a hypocrite. You are a class hypocrite. Are you a hypocrite? You are going to call me top up. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You say good things are going on Portland. Tell me 3.
All the road, you don't say nothing about the road.
Brother, tell me 3 good things we are going on Portland.
You don't say nothing about the road, you don't say nothing about Carter Park, you don't say nothing about our parish clean now.
Hold on, man. Take your time, man.
You tell all Wayne, you know, you look at Wayne and say, Wayne, me and your friend when we need a me, you know, you say, Wayne, you're my friend, but look how Carter Park, yeah, Wayne, don't even move.
Hold on, man. Let me ask, hold on, man. Hold on, take time, man. You mentioned the road. Which road you talk about?
The main road.
The road from Hector's River to Port Antonio?
Oh, you mean?
When was the contract signed for that road to be fixed?
I don't know any rest about the
Then hold on, man. Take time, man. We are talk. You don't know when the contract signed?
No.
Me I going to tell you when the contract signed. The contract signed December 2015. Which
but they have that pipeline shut down. Couldn't get that to drink out.
Hold on, man.
Put on that pipeline. Couldn't get that money to drink out.
On a pipeline.
They have to take the money and go down and bring it back, come back, so in a shut down. They have that pipeline in a shut down.
But remember, where Hardly Shaw said when him come back with the money?
I don't know, you know. I never remember.
Let me tell you what him say. When Hardly Shaw come back with the money, because remember now, it was supposed to be a brand new road from Harborview to Port Antonio through the hills. Hardly Shaw said it not make economical sense to build a new road from Harborview to Port Antonio. You never know that.
Me hear that.
Then so that good for we?
Them both Shaka. Hear them say why them can't do it so.
Why?
Up here, round so Shaka. Up here, like them say up here like coconut tree round. And nobody even live round so.
Then that's hold on, brother. But hold on. That's why we didn't make a new road, because when you not understand what was the reason for making the new road. Because the existing alignment, we were having problems. So right now, you realize that out of white horses, the wall them with them below the washway already? Or you don't know that?
Me don't know.
Some height up a mansion he'll drop out already? Or you don't know that?
Me don't know.
Brother, we were supposed to get a new road because what is happening with the present alignment? If you drive on it, the sea take away a whole pipe, even up a long bay.
Right. Shaka, let me tell you this, Shaka, right now, the best way I live at Portland, Shaka.
The best who I live.
Shaka, you in a your team long time, Shaka, you wind up your car glass every time, Shaka, you don't know where did I go on the ground,
How about this man I talk about, man?
You play some domino around the road and from style from your phone. You never know, you don't know where did I go on.
How you mean you don't know where you go on a road? Brother.
Shaka, I don't know when we sell one coat that and take it a buy pound of flour and use the other one.
Chat you a chat, man. Me used to carry banana from Britnell, man. You don't know nothing about me. Me used to pick orange of paradise. Me used to pick orange of paradise. You don't know nothing about me.
I know we are eat oxtail, Shaka. We are eat oxtail and chicken and all of them. We don't have
chicken
back again.
You are eat oxtail because you get a thing on the side.
Me a minimum wage now work, Shaka, but you can't do now. You can't buy me $100 in and now one time the minimum wage couldn't do nothing.
Let me ask you something. When the minimum wage was 6,500 a week,
couldn't do nothing.
How much for a pound of chicken that time?
A pound of chicken them time. Me no remember, but
2016.
When folks are coming.
Me remember when minimum wage was 6,500 a week. A pound of chicken was $100 a pound. Minimum wage is 15,000. Minimum wage is $15,000 now. Hold on.
We couldn't buy chicken. You didn't see all the man sell chicken. No, we couldn't buy it.
Hold on, man. Minimum wage is $15,000 now. How much for a pound of chicken now?
We can't buy it.
Me say how much for a pound of chicken?
Call it $200 to $400 now, Shaka. We buy it. We buy it
what?
500.
What is the percentage?
$1,000 now.
You can out of $15,000 a week.
Yeah. Can buy 2 pounds for we can buy 2 pounds for $2,000 now, Shaka, and heat with nice so that in our money for carry back. Out of
$15,000 a week.
I can't put on something.
Why, you sound like a bossy slave to me still.
Yeah, me a bossy slave, man, I never know.
Yeah,
man. Out a bossy slave, but we now make Mark Golden come rule. We have to pick it up.
How much vote you have?
But me never want no vote, man. Me a vote.
How much vote you have? Vote, me say. How much vote you have?
Me no want vote. Calling at them a rain and stuff. How long a bush go look back vote?
Me no say vote. You not listen, man. You must listen. Me say, how much votes do you have?
7.
You have 7 votes.
Yeah.
And you think that? And you think?
Man, I'm a 5 pick me.
And you think that can stop Mark Golden from being the Prime Minister?
Him shut up. You come like you're blind. Who think can be Prime Minister, boy?
Then you know. So you have a Prime Minister now.
Look at black leader, man.
You have Prime Minister. You have a Prime Minister now.
We will support the black leader, brother.
So Andrew Black.
How you mean?
Andrew.
In white?
Me black.
Yo.
Yeah.
How you mean Mr. Black?
So me and Andrew have the same color?
Same color, sir.
No, sir. Me and Andrew don't have the same color.
I must be bleak. I must be bleak. I bleak.
Me a black man. Andrew Wellness a brown man, a red kin man.
Watch a man.
Brother, out of many one people, man. Me not do racism.
White people rule, man. We not sense together. We not civilized. We not we don't want a white leader, man.
Me not do racism. All right, my brother.
We support black leader, brother. We not support a white leader.
Me not do racism, brother.
And do it, man.
Hey, you're big propagandist, you know. The man said me have a youth at drapers. Me not a youth at drapers, brother. Little more.
All right.
Why? Me never hear a man with propaganda so much in my life. The man say upon radio, then tell me say my daughter with me stitch feel. When my daughter living in my house, I feel real. Me have the dress where my daughter wear. The gown. Me still have the gown in my closet. It's not in a fear closet. It's in my closet. That gown the way my daughter wear. When my daughter with me stitch feel, her mother did not want her to enter. So Nisa came to me. In fact, me and her did go town. And she said to me, said, Daddy, I want to enter my stitch field. What you think? And I said, yeah, man, what you mean? Yeah? Her mother, because her mother is very reserved. And I mean, she have to come to and, brother, let me tell you something, man. I am integrally involved in all my children's life. All of them. I mean, I have no picnic out the road that I don't know. In fact, I have no picnic when I don't know, brother. So, no do that. Don't do that. No ramp with me when it come to my youth. Them, no joke. No play with me. My daddy never mind me. My daddy never know nothing about me. I go live with my daddy for about 3 years. Yeah? On and off. I never know my daddy till me about what? 11 in a them region there. So me ensure that none of my kids them can't say that about me. Now when you hear a man, I go tell me say, Mark Golden white, but Portland a Varsland. Brother, hypocrisy at the eye side. If Mark Golden a white man, Darrell Vaz a white man. So if you can vote for Darrell Vaz, you can vote for Mark Golden. Mark Golden was born in Jamaica. A born Jamaican. Nobody not determine the color of them skin. You know how much white people, how much black people fight against me in my life? Me don't know if a white man yet will ever give me no hard time. You know how much black people give me a hard time? I me no hate black people. Me love them same way. So when me I go against a man who him skin clear because I'm skin color, me not do that, brother. Me not do no form of racism. Me not do no form of classism. I do know that all men are not equal. However, me no hold a man color or how a man grew up against him. Yeah? Because you have a lot of people who are white. You have proof of that, Mr. Bell? Proof of what? Leslie, me don't know what you talk about. It may have proof. I don't know what you talk about, Leslie. You have to come again and tell me. But me no have nothing against nobody because of the color of them skin. I think Mark Golden is competent and more competent than Andrew Holness. 804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Talk to me.
Good night, sir.
Welcome.
You know, I've been thinking and observing and watching how persons can be very selective in how they actually view some things when they think, and how the style they take as it relates to certain issue.
Yeah.
And how inconsistent they can be.
Talk to me.
Now, most Jamaicans hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And they consider him to be a racist. They don't even like to hear him talk and everything. Him say, even the media out there, when the fact check it, it make major news out here. And to the point when him win the election,
yeah,
the way how the media out here deal with it is as if it wasn't a major event because of the hypocrisy and the fact that...
Hold on for me, caller. Hold on for me. You have to call me on 804-7072. That's 804-7072. All right. Yeah, man. Sorry, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. And I watch and I listen to Juliet Holness. Not Juliet Holness, Juliet Cuthbert.
Oh, Cuthbert Flynn.
Right. And that little man from North Wolaba.
That little man, yeah. That's the right term. That little man from North Wolaba.
And their utterances is no different from how some people, the same people that would have viewed Trump. If Trump had said those things, then a kid, then have it run up and then and I saw the man racist. And the man hate people, black people, and the man this and the man that, but yet still the same people are silent when this man come and make terrible statement.
Yes.
Imagine, you can imagine, we live in a country where the ruling class are the persons who control most business in this country. And even we're a part of the same party that he's a part of. Those persons are mostly leading to the Caucasian side.
Yeah.
Because
you can't hold that against someone.
Like and it never change.
You can't. Well, let me say you shouldn't hold that against anybody.
No, I'm not holding it against it, but I'm saying, when I look on the stage on Sunday, I saw the wife of former leaders of the party sitting up front with some other brown skinned people.
Yeah.
Them look just like how Mark Golden look.
Of course.
And if it is, and some of those persons are descendants of persons who are not Jamaican, who didn't born here neither.
Of course.
And if he find it so offensive that he would even want to live in such a country, how in a party we embrace those persons? And
hypocrisy, brother.
About it, you know, hear the media outcry. I wonder how did is private sector association.
Well, they finally came out now, eh?
How and why?
They are
Why
awake.
just now?
They are
Because
awake from their slumber.
What he did is he has been consistent in his attack, you know.
Yeah, man.
And it's not the first time Juliet had made her attack either.
Right.
And if it is that those persons had come out in the first place, maybe we would not be second and the third.
Possibly not, yes.
But you see the hypocrisy with how we view things, because we have to have one standard. And we can't have one standard for the PNP and one standard for the JLP. You have to make up your mind what you want.
But the truth is, Wilson, Jamaica have about 3 standard. If not 4.
Yes, but it's the part of it.
Because as I said to Doreen earlier, I don't know if you remember the Utah champs when him win the race and show him gun finger.
Yeah.
They came down on him like a ton of bricks. And we saw Darrell Vaz at the conference swiping under him neck. And we don't hear nothing out of mainstream media about that. What can go so?
No, but we have to be honest about these things, you know. And if we should do a fact check and check out most things, the media presently is afraid of the government.
Oh yes,
and they are, and it is obvious because I remember the incident that took place with what's the name of the man who said something about the scamming money again?
Oh yeah. You talk about my brethren down at Trelawney there. Dennis Meadows.
And it was started a big hullabaloo about it.
Yes, man.
And it so happened that somebody in the JLP, there was something else. So he had to use it as a sideshow.
I the same little man. The same little man when they talk about who can't get him money for spend, like a fee money.
Right.
That's why they tell me say him no want me upon him tour like a theme tour. When I might tax money I pay for the tour.
But he had to include that at that time because he wanted it to appear as if he was being fair.
Yes.
But the reality is the media is singing for their breakfast.
Oh yeah.
And that is why our democracy is being compromised as a country, and we are not really moving forward because even now we should have a media that is saying, look, not in the 21st century should never be having a prime minister who is thinking about going into an election with so many packages relates to a simple thing as is statutory declaration.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That in a modern, well-thinking society, that should be a no-no. And the media, not the PNP.
The media
should be the one who is pushing that.
The fourth estate,
so that,
it is called.
Right. So that the NGOs and other groups within the society could actually come along and help them to inform the public to bring pressure to bear.
Yes.
Because remember, this man is working for us.
Of course.
And it's not his private business.
Well, on the Wilson, because we are up on 10 o'clock, I just want to say thanks to the people who are listening on Styles FM and on Caribbean Radio. I don't know if they're leaving. If they want to leave, they can leave. Jacko, let me say thanks to you in the studio. Thanks to whoever is in the studio at Caribbean Radio. We continue here at Portland Spice TV. Yes, Wilson, continue.
Yeah, man. So I am saying the media has reached a point where, in terms of advocacy and protecting our democracy, that is not happening anymore. And it became so obvious to me when I see a particular talk show host who now have a YouTube channel, and when you listen to her comments on the YouTube and you listen to her on the radio, it's like it's two different persons.
Eh?
Yes, man. Because her views are so strident and she hit the nail exactly on the head on her YouTube channel, but on the radio, you're not getting that anymore. So the media personnel presently is as if they are being muzzled and they have to be singing for the breakfast.
Yeah, and so, the fact that the government advertise with some of these media houses, they don't want to ruffle any feathers.
Yeah, man. Even the time signal is brought to you by a particular ministry.
The time is brought to you by the office of the Prime Minister. I've heard that one.
I don't know why the Prime Minister don't want to remind us of the time. The office of the Prime Minister don't want to remind Jamaica of the time of the day.
Brother?
If that is not a way of actually ensuring that some money goes to the media house, there is no other clear way of actually viewing that. But you see, if we're not careful, and I can say this publicly, if this present administration continue to lead Jamaica on the same trajectory that they are on now, we are going to be ending into a dark place.
Well, I think we are heading to that dark place right now.
Because we cannot have a set of people running the country that believe that is them alone must live. They're not tolerant of anybody else's view.
No, sir.
They will bring down the standard of any organization just to facilitate their members.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go on and on and on and on.
Point out a whole heap of things.
To point out a whole heap of things. And the worst part of it is that everything that they do and you identify it, what they try to do is to find something similar or just like it, even if it was 40, 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, human beings, we have evolved over time. So the fact is that decisions that were taken 30 or 40 years ago under the circumstances, you can't do the same thing now and tell me, say, we did it 40 years ago. Because circumstances are different 40 years ago. So if it is that you're going to do the same thing when me did 40 years ago, something wrong with you, it means say you're 40 years backward to the world gonna left you, so you shouldn't be leading.
I see some message coming in from Style. Somebody's asking why the building them in a Port Antonio can't get paint up and look decent. Why the Errol Flynn Marina can't be fixed up so that persons can enjoy the beauty of Port Antonio. And a man just called me and tell me that things are going at Port Antonio.
No, but hold on. I was driving through there the other day. And I said to myself, I remember when there was a gazebo there.
2 gazebos, not one.
Right? You could sit there, buy ice cream and sit there. And all of that is gone.
All of that gone.
The reality is enough. You see, some of these persons who speak on behalf of the government, they do more harm to the government when they speak than what good they think they are doing. Because the reality is, as I told somebody the other day, who is a supporter, and in the overseas, and we're having a discussion, I was saying to him, the reality is, if you are telling me that the PNP did nothing for the parish of Portland, tell me what has been done by the present MP over the last 5 years. He said 5 years too short, Judge. But I said, how long will we wait until the same number of years that the PNP were here doing nothing?
Exactly.
And that is what is happening. Because presently, if you talk to the average person, there is nothing that was done. Presently, nothing is being done apart from persons getting individual personal
benefit. Talk to me. Right there, sir. And the country can't run, so.
Personal benefits.
Yeah.
Because nothing in terms of infrastructure, in terms of youth policy, in terms of assisting in getting the youths to be more educated, be more responsible. Show me a community center that was built. Show me a place field. They talk about, the young man talk about Carter Park. It's the same problem that Carter Park like 10 years ago, they still have it, you know.
Of course.
The difference is that it has light.
Listen, I tell people every day that if I become the member of parliament for East Portland, we have to find our next place to put the premier play field. Can't be Carter Park.
No,
because Carter Park can
issue.
Exactly that the waterlog issue at Carter Park.
That water issue that the field had.
No, go solve.
Where even in summer, if you run on it, water come up.
Yeah, man.
And that happens in summer. The curiosity it look dry. You just want to have a match by each second half. The field start to get wet because the water table is extremely high.
Yeah, man. So that needs an alternative.
So that is not a good location, and everybody who associates with it know that that's a major issue.
I'm going to tell you something, you know. The lights at Carter Park was not put there by the member of parliament. We can say that publicly without any fear of contradiction. Was not put there by this member of parliament. Wilson, we're way over the time here, sir.
Yeah, man.
One.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We still have to continue in trying to educate the masses.
Yes.
It's a long and tedious task, but let me tell you, we have too many ignorant individuals out there as it relates to what are the responsibilities, the roles and responsibilities of a politician.
Yeah.
So in this sojourn, we still have to try and get the people to understand, to look. It's not about helping to bury a dead. Give me a $500, turn up on my round robin. We need infrastructure development.
Yes.
We need the parish to move to a different level. We cannot be at the end of the development of the country. Richard.
Blessings, my brother.
Yeah, man.
One love. You see, Wilson hit it right. You have to know what it is that you should expect from your politician. Talk to me.
That is the Bella.
Hey, welcome. How you do? Hey.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm just saying, Mr. Goat's father left him a legacy in Jamaica. The John Goat have. And I hear nobody talking about it. In the 1990s, I take some got a stroke there. And I didn't have to take any nice, and you just take the person with nothing at all. And that I got a stroke and couldn't move.
You're talking about the
3 months.
You're talking about the Mona Rehabilitation Center.
I paid to John Golden Rehab. I don't want to rehab it when they go up there, see the big sign.
Yeah, man, but that time
John Golden Rehab.
That time in the 90s, it was called the Mona Rehabilitation Center.
Whatever, but the big John Golden sign was there.
Back then?
It was there.
Okay.
Yes, it was there.
All right.
It was there.
All right, I stand corrected.
Take that person there. Yes. That person is in the now, and he's me. You spent 3 months there. You didn't have to bring food. You didn't have to bring clothes. You didn't have to bring he was walking with a cane. And now that person is alive and kicking as a farmer and walk.
All because of Sir John Golding.
I know. And under John Golding, Mr. Martin's father.
Yes.
And the Mona Rabbis.
You're breaking
there now.
You're breaking up though. You're going in and out.
Going there. Just see.
You're going in and out. Try call me back on a different line because you're going in and out. Yeah?
All right. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He has a legacy in Jamaica.
Big legacy.
Which other politician left a legacy for them to look about the other less fortunate people? When I went there, people was there, no food, and they got food. A lot of people was there. And it is still working now.
Let me tell you something. I am offended when people talk about Mark Golding, a white man. I am offended by it. I tell you that.
Just ask them when they come, ask them which politicians' parents left a legacy to take care of the less fortunate people in Jamaica. Ask them that question.
But let me say this to you. We can choose our friends, but we can't choose with daddy. Yes. We can't choose with mother. We can't choose with sisters. We can't choose with brothers. We can't choose that. We don't get no choice to choose the color with skin.
We can't do that.
And we don't get no choice to choose the color with skin.
We don't get no choice to choose those people.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Cut with the rubbish.
And he's the president for the John Golding Rehab now, and he's still doing the work.
Of course.
Because I saw somebody, I think it was Lonesome, put up a picture, was talking, and when I looked behind the person that was sitting there, you see the big John Golding Rehab on the wall.
All right. Still doing the work.
The place look clean and nice. See where I see people going up there carrying things for them and whatever. And the place looks so clean and nice and lovely. Well painted, well look about.
Some people just talk, your sister. Some people just chat them out. All right?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah. So you take care. That is what I wanted to point out.
One love.
Okay. One love.
So I was saying that people need to know what to expect from your politician. I don't give no politician no praise for provide roads. If the roads are not there, are going to cost your dog rotten. But you don't get no praise for fixing the roads. Because those are part of the basic amenities. If you talk about a table, for me, here we deal with politics. You have a table, the road, the light, the water, your hospital. Those are what build the table, are the four legs that where the table stand upon. So when you ask a politician what you bring into the table, he can't tell you about road, light, water, and hospital or health. Those are not the things I'm supposed to tell you about. Because every government must provide that for the people. And that's why when I was out there, I tell you about organized farming, bringing farmers together to ensure that we have food security. That's why I told you about develop Navy Island as World Reggae Park, that people can get opportunities, job opportunities, business opportunities. That's why you hear me talk about the development of the East Harbour to bring back cruise ship to Port Antonio. Because all the people who have been here for all the years they have been here has failed us and has not really helped to build back the economy, because the Port Antonio economy used to be better than what it is now. Used to be better. And it is a shame when you can say your economy was better in the analog years than what it is in the digital years. And why we have that is because a lack of leadership, a lack of vision, a lack of people who have that fortitude to go get it and to advocate for the people of Portland. So we want leaders who have vision, who have that fortitude to fight and to advocate and to get investors into Portland. Yeah? These people who are here now has been holding down this parish. One man for 17 years and his wife for 5 years. They have been holding down Portland. They have not brought any investors into Portland. And that's why they want to call it Varsland, because they have it as a plantation. I don't want to be a slave. I will not be a slave. I resent the argument of Portland being Varsland, back where with that. Final call.
Mr. Bell.
Bless.
Yeah, blessings, man. The guy with that say thing going on in Portland.
Huh?
The guy who called you?
Yeah.
And say that was going on in Portland. I think that guy needs to understand. Say, no, he don't need to understand. He need if Jamal was in Jamaica same way, he could have go back to school. Understand?
But we still have lifelong learning, so them still have something close to Jamal where he need to go.
Well, him need to go, man, because that person. Oh, I was here. Why you giving him so much your time?
You see, sometimes you want to hear what they out there thinking, because you have some of them who sit down every night and listen to me and wonder how them can cuss me. So when a guy go tell me say my child win Miss Stitchfield and upon radio me here when I was at the event, and I tell you when it happened in at the same time when Damian Crawford was here campaigning. And I was on the road with Damian Crawford. And I left the competition. In fact, I left the competition maybe about 11 o'clock the night because I was really tired. And I was there when she did her talent piece. And I told her that the little girl did well because while she was doing her talent piece, the mic stopped work on her. And it's something that she and I had spoken about, that if that happened, you continue. And she continued. Yeah? And she won the competition. So I don't know what guy come tell me about me never know.
Because everything that you asked him, you know, him not have no facts, nothing that him talking about him. Him just talking. And the next thing too, him say things are going on. And him say him working $15,000 a week, which is him say that's minimum wage. Then him say
him can buy chicken for $2,000 a pound.
Yeah. But well, I know you ask him how much vote him got, and him say him have 7. Him say him wife, him 5 kids, and
him.
I guarantee you. I mean, I disrespect nobody and them thing, but I guarantee you $15,000 can't take care of something.
$15,000 take care of a woman.
Oh, listen, man. Yo, I was here popping up, man. I said, why are you giving this guy so much airtime? Believe me, I can understand. The guy, but I them send him still, you know.
Yeah, man. Him sit down. A good while now. Him sit down and try plan that. I said, when we can go with for try embarrass Shaka for him.
Yeah, man. Them send him, man.
Yeah, man.
Them send him. You know, them send him. You see? I'm sorry for my fellow. You know how much people me are helping in Jamaica. You know how much people.
You have sent a thing come give them.
You have sent a thing. Yeah. You know, this Christmas. Yeah. This Christmas are coming, you know how much people left on my list. You know, say, boy, them have chicken and pork and for them, you know?
Yeah.
You can cook for the whole month or whatever, how much them. Yeah, that's something you do it, how much people.
Yeah, you have to help. You know, the man asked me when last somebody begged me money. Today.
You know? If Jamaica would have gone good, so much people wouldn't have suffered. So much
Brother.
people, everybody, believe me.
Brother, the amount of money sometimes that I give away in a one day. Stunning. But
I tell you,
God.
The government of Jamaica, him not have no integrity, him not have no shame, him not have no thing about him. The man have no, the man is just wicked. Him between me and you, him thief.
Sure, little more. God.
Criminal.
Bless up, brother. One love. Let me tell you something. On Sunday, the Integrity Commission in the Gleaner and the Observer publish a summary of the statutory filing of Mark Jefferson Golden. I dare the labor rights and anybody who is supporting Andrew Wellness to get his summary, because the law of Jamaica says that when the statutory filing of the Prime Minister and the leader of opposition is certified, a summary must be published that the people of Jamaica can see. We are calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica that we want to see a summary of your filing. Well, it can't come because him filing not certified. the Prime Minister ought not to be the Prime Minister of this country with his statutory filing unable to be certified by the Integrity Commission. My people, it has been a pleasure. Let me thank Father Jacob because I realize we're still live on Styles FM, even after going over time. Let me thank the people at Caribbean Radio HD. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Tuesday night. I want to remind you that the views expressed are not necessarily those of Native Broadcasting and that this program is a paid program. So, nothing where I go on here, so, is not the doing of Styles. We buy the airtime from Styles FM. Yeah? And that's why we come to you from the studios of Portland Spice TV, live on YouTube and on Caribbean Radio. Thanks to Comrade Doreen Campbell for being our guest this evening. Thanks to the people in the chat room, a lively chat room this evening. And we thank the vloggers and the bloggers and thank the Labourite trolls who are in the chat room learning a thing or two every Tuesday night and Saturday morning. We welcome you. We are happy to have you. We know that you're learning. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you all. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace, now and forevermore. Blessings. Thanks, Father Jacko. Big up yourself.